Do you guys like keeping your boyfriend or girlfriend and your friends separate, or do you enjoy hanging out with your partner's friends?
Since you read it, you answer first.
Um, I have kept them separate, but I don't mind them getting together, and I do like hanging out with his friends as well.
All right, all right. Me personally, I will say it depends on which group of friends, because I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I feel the
and it
same.
depends on the level of our relationship, because sometimes there's certain people that she might not necessarily need to meet because she might be temporary.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it kind of is a situational thing, but for the most part, I don't mind. And if I see anything that might be a little weird or off, then it's just like, okay, well, you're not going to be around us.
That's it.
That's really
Yeah.
kind of all it is.
Yeah.
So,
Also, sometimes there's like a vibe between like that you have with a friend of yours that you know your partner's not gonna really enjoy that much, like not really care to be around for. I mean, I've had those
Do
experiences.
you guys feel like your friends could be a little judgmental, like if when you bring your partner around, like
No.
mine's
No.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's I know that for a fact. They'll be like, "Yo, why wasn't she talking?" or
exactly.
like, "Why wasn't she doing this?"
It's always that
Like,
one friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
think my
haven't
friends will
had
try to
that.
make her feel comfortable.
Oh, they'll
No.
make them feel
Yeah.
comfortable, but it's
yeah.
they'll tell you like
Like, cause
he,
I know a lot of the people that I hang out with are kind of outspoken. Like, and so either it'll be like, oh, hey, what's up? They'll try to conversate with her, or then they might try to come and just really try to drag her into like whatever it is that we're doing, like if we're playing games or doing something, and she's just kind of sitting over there, like they're gonna be like, hey, come join us and da da da. But the moment they be like, oh no, I'm good, it's like, yeah, you kind of fucking up the vibe. Like, so
Hmm.
again, it's a situational thing.
Yeah.
Situational.
What are your suggested solutions
Oh,
like
for
how
not
can
so
you?
good sex in a
Teach
monogamous relationship?
teach your partner what to do. Watch porn
yeah.
together.
I mean,
That's kind of awkward watching. I can't watch porn with my
Yeah, that's
partner.
kind of awkward.
I can't.
What?
I
I can.
Maybe I'm a
Well, it's
I.
not
different.
awkward,
Maybe
but
I'm a
I.
different type of freaky. I'm sorry.
I mean, I think like the most important thing is to be open enough with your partner to
try.
to try something different, to be able to say that, you know, we could have better sex, and like what could we do about that if you care enough to like want to fix that and about the person so that the relationship can work.
You could
If
spice
you
it
want to
up.
watch porn together, I think
All
that's
right.
okay. If you guys are open enough
One of
with
the
each other
things
to
that
do that,
I've
and if
I've
that helps,
always
I don't know.
one of the things that I've always said to people when I've had conversations along these lines is, at the end of the day, neither you nor I are psychic. I cannot read your mind.
Exactly.
If you don't know how to please yourself, because I've heard some females say that they've never masturbated before, and
I can't.
that's
I'm
just
one
kind
of
of
them.
like,
Yeah, and I'm expecting the girl to watch porn before.
Yes.
So
yeah, like,
like
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not bad.
so
Shouldn't be bad.
my thing is
It's not
like,
she's just
if
like
you don't know
laying there.
you, how can you expect me to know you? So in order for me to improve our sex, I need to know what you like. But if you don't have any clue about what you like or what it is exactly that you want me to do, then I'm just going to do the things that I know I can do that would please, well,
You.
me and
Yeah.
you. I am
Hopefully,
You're
thinking of you.
trying.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
Like, I'm
trying,
thinking of
yeah.
you, but at the end of the day, you're not the only person in the room. So
I feel like if you don't like something, you have to say it or tell them where to put it or what you want to, or you could spice
Yeah.
it up. You could role play if that's what you're into. Like try different things.
Yeah.
yeah, but like she said, you just got to stay open minded and be open with your partner. Like, cause yeah, it's just, you can't just be like, hey, sex is bad. Or like, all right.
Or
Matter
not
of fact,
even say anything
a
because
good
you
Oh yeah, and
a
just
good
deal with it.
shy to
time
say
a
something.
good time would be one of those situations where one of the partners be like, did you come or did you like that? And be like,
Don't
be
ask.
honest,
Yeah.
and just be like,
No.
no. Like, there were some things you could have did differently. Like,
Mhm.
it's just,
Or I would suggest like, oh, how about we try this out
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
time? And
exactly. So
And not be
yeah,
mean about it. I don't think it's.
yeah, I think you still got to consider this. their
Yeah,
feelings,
consider their
because at the end
feelings,
of the
but-
day, you are together.
Yeah.
So
Your partner always comes to your place, but never invites you to theirs. What's the deal?
hmm.
It's two. I think it's two things. Either he's hiding something. It yeah, most likely he's hiding something. Either he's living with someone else other than his mother or himself.
You're assuming.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
assuming
facts.
he's probably with somebody else. Don't want you to come over. What else could it be?
Well, I know my lazy ass. My room isn't necessarily
Together.
person friendly.
But
I mean, if you're in a relationship,
yeah,
with
you're gonna be like,
someone,
you're gonna
that
tell your
doesn't
girl to
matter.
come over, like, my room is a little messy, but and
Well, all right. Is that, and then also I know the situation in regards to my house. My house is extremely hot at this moment. I don't have no AC. It's just fans and shit. So yeah, I don't want to be all up on you and shit if we both all. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be all up on you or some shit and be
Yeah.
all sticky and stuff. But me is that my room usually particularly isn't always the best that it could be. Not saying that I can't clean it, but also I just prefer to go to her house.
so you wouldn't.
I live with my moms too, so like that's.
Yeah, I
that's a
mean,
no-no. I don't need moms coming in.
What about y'all? Do
knock,
y'all
knock.
invite guys to your house?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She comes over.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I think that kind of question, that could be almost
It could be anything. Yeah.
It literally can be your parents are just not cool with it.
Yeah.
Um,
You would have to express that to me. Like, it has to be something.
Yeah.
I don't want to just sit there and wonder, like, you're always over here, but I can't. You don't even
Yeah.
offer me
I don't know, the
to.
last person I was talking to, she was always coming over, but she never invited me to her place. So I expected that maybe her parents.
Yeah, maybe they're
with
strict
that.
or.
But the thing is, she was bothered by the fact that I wouldn't bring her around like my family members all the time and whatnot. And I'm like, but I never really met your family members, so what's the deal?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, what's the deal is we have to be
Talk about
we have to talk
going
about
to that
it.
next
Yeah,
level.
go into
Express
that
that, yeah.
openness again, like just being honest because
Oh, also I have pets, and she
And
doesn't
you
like
have
my
pets.
pets.
Okay, that could.
Yeah.
As long as you express that to her.
This cat
It's
hair
all about
everywhere.
communication.
Pretty much
Yeah.
communication. Because
Yeah.
I don't want to assume anything.
Cat hair everywhere.
Yeah, because I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, yes, I think you would get suspicious naturally if someone's not inviting you. Like, if
Mhm.
you're dating someone and they're, like, not inviting you over to their house, you're just going to wonder. You're going to naturally just get insecure about it. You're like, why am I not
You don't
good
even.
enough to come over to your
Mhm.
house? Like, what is wrong with me that I can't come over? Which sounds a little dramatic, but it's also
You
just
do have
not,
those
though.
thoughts.
Your
Yeah.
house is like that's part of who you are in a way. So it's like to not share that is a little bit weird. You know.
All right. What is the most difficult thing about being in a committed relationship? Miscommunication. For me personally, it's just actually it's a few things. It's a number of things, but I would definitely say at the top is not communicating well enough, and then after that, I would say being unappreciative of just being unappreciative of like what your partner is doing in the relationship, the sacrifices that they may make in regards to what they do for you and towards you, because it's like once you start to kind of not appreciate what I do, then it's just like yeah, we got an issue.
Yeah, that kind of makes me fall back. Like, you don't appreciate what I do for you. The effort that I put into this relationship is just like, it kind of seems lopsided. Like, I'm giving you my all, and it's you giving me half-ass. And it'll push me to the point where I don't want to even be bothered. Like,
yeah. I mean, I think like some of the most difficult things about being in a committed relationship is how you have to kind of face who you are in a way also. You know, like if you're in the relationship long enough, you're gonna run into problems that have to do with how you affect the other person, and like you have to accept the fact that you sometimes you're not always the best person that you can be, and getting down to the root of why that is, and being like honest enough with yourself to change that for someone else. And it's also, it should be good for you too, you know. And then there's also just sex, having to be with one partner. I know that like fidelity is like a common issue too.
Yeah.
Like, commitment, part of the commitment for some people means not having sex with other people, and that can be difficult. And how do you deal with that? I don't know. I think that's a natural thing. I mean, I know it's come up in my relationship.
It is.
Yes.
I mean, my only problems I had were just not being on the same page.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing that I've experienced too.
With the
Other than that, I don't feel like it shouldn't be that hard. Like, I mean, why? It should be smooth. For me,
it's,
that's like, why am I going through this right now?
It's kind of logical in a sense. It's the emotions that get in the way, because in your mind, I kind of always feel like you know what the right thing is, but like it's like, oh, but I feel this way, and depending on if those feelings is towards someone else and not your partner, obviously it's like, what am I supposed to do with these?
Yeah.
But then that's the thing, you are in a committed relationship. My philosophy is, if I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship.
Would you be offended if you still haven't met the family? It's been 3 years and you didn't meet the family.
Yeah.
Would you be offended?
3 years is weird.
Again,
unless you have a hostile family.
Yeah, like I think
like,
that if it's been 3 years before you met a family member or something like that, then I think it's some issue.
It's something going on.
It's some issues within the family.
Like, I don't know.
But I'm pretty sure by the time it even get to 3 years, like y'all probably a couple should have had that talk about like 3 or 4 times.
So what if
already,
all right, you constantly have that talk and old girl is still like, I don't think it's time. What's your next step?
That's a good question.
And you keep having this conversation.
And I would honestly at some point I would definitely be like, yo, you gotta give me more. Like I need a real reason why it is that I can't meet the family. Because pretty much me not being able to meet the family, I'm guessing you must not think it's going that far. Like you must not think the
it's kind of like a part of you I don't know. It's like
It's a huge part of you. Huge part of.
And then that's a factor as well. So when you say you want to meet the family, or like it's time to meet the family, have they at least talked to you about their family? Have they told you stuff about the family and stuff in regards to that? Like, so I don't know. Like it's weird.
I don't think I can move forward with it.
But I think
I can.
I think for me it definitely would be a problem though, because I am a family oriented person. Like my family do game nights, all that shit. So it's like, So like if you come to me and be like, hey, oh, what was you doing, baby? Oh, I just came from this family event. Fuck, I ain't getting invited.
Yeah, no invite.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Like if it's one of those situations, then
and it kind of makes me question, like, did you even tell your family about me? Do your mom know? Like, what are you hiding? Do they like your ex better, or like it's just?
And assuming that, like, you know, your family, assuming that you love your family, you would also assume that you'd want to share whoever you're with your family, because you love them so much and you love your partner so much too. Like if your partner is such a significant part of your life, then you're gonna want to like share that with the people that you love. So it is kind of weird to feel like you're not important enough, like you were saying earlier, to be like shared with other people that are so important to your partner's life too. What do you think is the best way to handle a disagreement with your mate?
I say communication. Instead of just us being upset and walking out on each other, we just have to sit there.
But what if nobody is like?
We're gonna have to meet in the middle.
What was the question?
Yeah, somebody has to. There has to be some type of compromise.
Like, the best way to make a disagreement. The best way to handle, a disagreement with your mate.
Sex.
That's the best way.
I feel like that's.
And then you kind of then you throw in whatever it is your argument was, and you try to. That's how you try to win.
No, because I'm gonna still be like, by the way, I was right, you know.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I think like. Okay,
Tell
if
him,
you're
man,
gonna bring
put
like
it down.
sex into
If you
it,
put it down, and he'd be like, yo, so what was we arguing about, baby? Nothing.
It's gonna come up.
I feel like I don't know. If you're gonna bring sex into it, I think that's fine because like that can calm you down. It can make
sex is
you.
a weapon.
Huh?
Sex is a weapon.
I mean, I feel like it can.
It can't go straight from disagreement to.
Nah, but
yeah, I mean, like I feel like you guys can have sex in the heat of the moment for whatever reason, but then talk about it in an honest, open way about what you guys were disagreeing about. Don't just like have sex and then like not talk about what happened, because you're not like sex alone. I don't know. I don't think it solves things.
I'm cuffed up with my baby girl. Yeah. I'm cuffed up with my baby girl. I'm cuffed up with my baby girl. Yeah.